is an actress, musician, very, very popular TV presenter. Starting her day on 959. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Zimba. Good morning.
Kopano Zimba.
Hey, solo waro kopano manyan.
Kopano.
KZ.
KZ.
Hey, first time hearing her name, her middle name, Kopano.
It's actually my first.
Is it your first name?
Oh,
Yes.
it's
So
your
you are
first.
Kopano Denise Zimba.
Now schlichtig.
Now schlichtig.
Oh my God, well done. You're the first person who said it.
My brother-in-law's German.
Okay.
Yeah, my
So you
nephew
get-
is
you get.
German, so I completely get.
What does it mean? I know some German surnames have meanings like your Schweinsteigers and stuff. What is Lipstick? I mean, say that again. Sorry, I hate butchering names. What does it mean?
I actually don't know what it means. Apparently, it's just a very German surname, and it just is schlichtig.
Yeah.
I told my husband, I was like, wow, that's a name. Okay, all right.
This is it for life.
How's it going to look on the
Denise
passport?
Schlichtig.
But okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a meaning because, like with Schweinsteiger, it means pig climber, and that's actually a surname in Germany. Or Wolfsburg.
You should
There
call
always
him
have
Saul and
meanings.
ask him. I actually don't know.
Do you care?
I mean, I care anything that has to do with my husband, but you know.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
It'd be interesting to find out what it means. So you are from the Northwest originally,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you grew up there. Were you born there?
Born there, born in Rustenburg, lived between Mojapelo and Pukeng. Yeah.
Are you Tswana?
Ke Motswana.
Zimba ke?
So Zimba is Malawian though.
Yes.
So it is said, well, that actually my grandfather was adopted, but he came from Malawi.
So he was born Malawian.
Born Malawian,
And
but adopted by
and
the
was-
Zimbas,
Yeah.
and then they moved to South Africa.
And he was raised Tswana.
Yes, as Lizimba, basically.
As Liz. Zimba, she's starting her day on
Angere.
959.
Angere.
Yeah. How do you like your tea? Are you a tea drinker?
I'm not a tea drinker.
Are you a coffee drinker?
I'm a coffee drinker. I'm a
Yeah.
mom. I need 7 cups of coffee before the baby wakes up,
Yeah.
just to get going. I'm a coffee drinker.
So you've got no conversation or contribution to the tea story?
No, unless I'm trying to lose my mommy gut, which is still something I can't do. I don't know how you have babies and you just snap like in a week.
Babe, I can't take the
I
credit
can't.
for it. Can I
Do you
tell
know-
you something? I did nothing. I do absolutely
Your
nothing.
body is insane.
It's my dad who's like built like Mr. Miyagi and looks like Mr. Miyagi. My mom who's turning heaven knows 60 something and she's just all intact. My grandmother's intact. Everyone in my
you
generation.
just like
I do nothing. I can't even take the credit. I won't. We're not having this discussion. No, really. Mom, Dad, thanks.
Mr. Miyagi, thank you.
Mr. Miyagi.
6:48. Her name is Denise Zimba. First name Kopano. She's starting her day on 959. Madam, thank you very much for waking up early.
Thank you
to
for
come
having
hang
me.
with us. You're welcome. 100%. We are everywhere. So if you download the app, you will know that we're everywhere. And if you are streaming on kai959.co.za, you will know that we are everywhere. Tuning in via DSTV Audio Bouquet, you definitely know that we're everywhere, on the street, on the air. So Denise is starting her day on 959. Kopano, Denise Zimba. From the Northwest. Man, ke a hopola, when I first saw you on Generations, I was so excited for you
Thank you.
because you're such a cute actress.
Thank you.
I was like, oh my God, she acts now. I didn't know at first that you can act,
Yeah,
right? And then
yeah.
I was like, I was following the story and I'm like, what the hell? She's actually good.
Thank you.
You're such a dope actress.
Thank
Very few would recall that you were a part of a reality docuseries called Fly Chicks as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the castings of Generations as well as the making of Fly Chicks.
Casting of Generations, at the time there was a lady called Poppy who worked there, and after studying musical theatre, I kind of went to the Generations office a couple of times to do different roles. And she would always come to me and say, you're a bit too nervous, or it's not reflecting and it's not looking good on tape. But she always encouraged me to come back whenever I got a call. And she said, one day you're going to come and work here. Don't worry about it. So go off, do your thing, grow a bit into the industry, experience a little bit more, see a little bit more, like find your fabric in your movement,
Yeah.
in what you do. And that's when I kind of took some time off to stop doing castings and moving into the concept that was Fly Chicks.
Yeah. How did Fly Chicks come about? Was it a curated? Were you guys cast and put together? Were you guys generally friends?
So we were generally friends. One or two of the members, we all studied musical theatre and dance together.
Yeah.
And I had been dancing with Josie for a while, so I was in that space a little bit.
Yes.
As a
Josie the band then.
Josie the band then.
Yeah.
Ishmael, Liz, and them.
Yeah.
And because we were 24/7 rehearsing, dancing, and just like, being around in the space where music is being made, artists coming in and out. I remember just telling Lawrence, I think it would be a good idea if we had like a local Spice Girls. So the concept wasn't necessarily supposed to be Destiny's Child, we can sing, hit high notes, but it was how do we have a
pop group.
A pop group.
Female
and
pop
like
group.
For girls, where we can, build into like merchandising, Barbies and glasses and lollipops, like the concept of Spice Girls.
Spice Girls, yeah.
And even the intention.
You had a big vision because you were young then.
Yeah, and I was pushing this so bad, and I kept saying, I know Fly Chicks is a cheesy name, but that's the point of it all.
It has
part
to
of
be cheesy.
It has
It
to
needs to
be
be
Spice
sellable.
Girls. It has to be like Fly Chicks. Girly. Who do they think they are? You know what I mean? And also Fly Chicks just allowed us to play a lot with the concept, do a video where we flight attendants. I mean, it had to be as cheesy as it gets because
I love it.
that's what it was supposed to be. And I feel like we got lost in the chaos of, I feel like when your intention is not in the right direction, it shows in what you put out. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
In the things that you like.
That's
at some point, the girls were just obsessed about being in the club and getting things for free. It's like, we already do that. We've already been doing that even before we got this opportunity.
Let's
we
make
need to
something
be in the
of it.
studio and make music.
Yeah.
And have like a catalog of like 50 songs.
So was that how Fly Chicks fell apart?
Yeah,
you guys
because-
just started realizing that you're different actually, and you've
Exactly.
got
You want different
intentions.
things.
And we want different things.
Different visions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Do you regret it?
no, I don't. Not at all.
I'm glad.
I can't regret anything that I do because it's put me in the position that I am now. You know what I mean? And you have to learn in this industry, it's just like such a dog world. It's full of sharks. Okay, full of sharks. But you just gotta push through and learn through all the experiences without
Sharks
looking.
and piranhas.
And-
Piranhas, babe. Piranhas.
Yeah. Piranhas.
And the other chicks from the group, how
Yeah.
are they now? Do you even still communicate?
I speak with Takis. So Takis
Of
has
course, you and
relocated.
Jackie
Yeah.
are pretty close.
Yeah,
much
we're
closer
very
than the
close.
rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she relocated to London, and
Also
so
both married,
both married,
Beautiful.
both moms.
both moms.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So we still keep in contact. I actually need to go visit her end of December, after Christmas time.
Is she in England now?
Yes, she's in
London, you said.
London,
Permanently, right?
permanently
Yeah.
in London. But she still kind of travels back and forth to South Africa. Joy, I haven't seen her, heard of her. Zena, I think, also moved somewhere overseas, but don't really keep in contact. Only just Takis.
Only just
Yeah.
techies, right? Yeah.
She was at my wedding in April. Like, she flew down to be here for my wedding. It was a good time. I got to see her kids,
Yeah.
hang out with her mom. Yeah, we're very close.
So what were you doing away from the lights? Being away from the lights, like, I know obviously you found love.
Yes.
You have a hubby.
Yes.
Right? Where, when, how did you guys find each other in love?
So we met through mutual friends. And I was actually going through a
It's
really...
always a mutual friend.
it's
Always a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was going through a really tough time in the industry. I was kind of projecting an energy that I didn't want to project. Angry black woman, always complaining about something, just because I was sitting in a space where I felt like my peers weren't seeing the contribution, and the contribution that I was making. The powers that be kind of like allowed it to happen, but it wasn't good enough for me to elevate to the next step. That made me very frustrated, and it reflected in a lot of things that I was saying, a lot of opinions about people. And I felt like if I'm going to leave, I got to leave on a high and let people remember me for who I am and what I'm about, instead of this angry, frustrated,
bitterness.
bitter
Yeah.
girl who's just trying to find and navigate herself in the industry. I never had a mentor. So like, as soon as I stepped in, I was just like full force ambition, like just like pushing
just
through.
like running. Yeah,
you know
your
what I
energy
mean?
was on a high drive.
On a
yeah.
high. And that took a toll. And I felt like if I'm gonna step back, it's now. They say a good dancer knows when to leave the stage, and I had that moment.
So this song makes me so emotional. Travis Green, Intentional. I hope, if you really needed to hear this message, I hope it's landed. Everything will work out for your good. There's nothing that happens to you. Most things happen for you. And if you do trust in the hand of the Lord Almighty, you'll know that it's intentional. Whatever you're processing, whatever you're going through, it's intentional. Be patient. 12 minutes after 7. So you had to be patient, Denise, through your off-screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had to be patient also learning to become a mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
No one prepares you for that.
And
no
a
one
wife.
prepares you for being a parent, being a wife, being solely responsible. Being solely responsible.
See what you did there.
Solely soul. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a game changer for me. And I feel like my daughter is my biggest universal lesson. Really.
Wow.
I really feel like she had to come at the time that she came, because I was suffering from fibroids. So I was going through treatment, and she was a 1% chance of me having a baby.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
so
I wasn't
blessed.
even
You're so
prepared
fortunate.
for it, but could see it as such a huge blessing. And through that experience, I learned the concept of what I call the R, the R effect. Recharge, reboot, reflect, realign. And that's what I use as my mantra all the time. If I'm in a situation that makes me very uncomfortable, or, heightens my energy, gets me frustrated, imbalances my
Gets you a bit
frequency, I
antsy.
just kind of step back, reboot, recharge, reflect, realign.
I love that.
Speaking of
like that.
resetting, what did you miss the most about the entertainment industry, and what didn't you miss the most as you were gone?
Gosh, I miss the work because I really love what I do.
Your energy says that.
Yeah, I really love what I do, and I really, really, really love making people laugh. I feel like it was truly my calling. Like, even to my expense, you know what I mean? Just to have people like roll on the floor,
and that you would do while presenting out and about,
Wild.
like you toss your wig off.
Oh, I remember that
Absolutely,
moment.
babes.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
did well. You did absolutely well.
Thank
14
you.
minutes after 7. Auntie Denise is in the studio, and Uncle Sol in the studio, as well as myself. Don't forget to give us a call, little ones, for 959 Breakfast Champs. You would do that. You would do stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
you were the TV presenter that would make us feel like it's okay to be different on screen and give us
Absolutely.
the content.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be red carpet Barbie doll ready all the time. It's
Absolutely.
okay to literally
Be yourself.
Be yourself, be
authentically
playful.
yourself. Especially as a woman,
Yeah.
especially as a black woman,
Yeah.
we have this whole pressure of looking a certain way, having a certain standard, and then you are seen and are thought of as important.
Yeah.
And it was like, what happens to women like us that don't feel the need to use our looks to kind of like navigate in the world? You know what I mean? Because, I enjoy to be more funny than worry about what I'm wearing, if that makes sense.
100%.
And we were not being represented enough, or made to feel like we can be that. And so I took it upon myself. I mean, it wasn't easy because the first 3 months I joined Vuzu,
Yeah.
the execs were like, we might just have to let you go. People think you're on drugs. Okay, people think you're high on something, and I'm like,
And a lot of people with
Yeah.
with very high energy are entertainers with very high energy are always rumored.
yeah,
Always,
automatically
automatically
put in the
rumored to be on
she's
drugs.
crazy, she's
Yep.
high. Have you seen she's sweating? I'm
Yeah.
like, God, what did she do? That was
Because there's
crazy.
a box that's been created
Yeah.
for female entertainers. You need to
Exactly.
be prim and proper,
Yeah.
cross your legs,
Yeah.
have your nails done, have
Slay,
a pretty
slay.
little
Yeah,
weave, da-da-da.
posh.
Everything has to be
Posh, yeah.
well
All the time.
poised.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Actually,
nah.
there's no mold, one specific mold for all of us.
Exactly.
We all are different.
Yeah.
We all present differently.
Yeah.
We all have different desires and aspirations for our brands. Is that how you maybe have felt?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where the frustration came in, that I was willing to put my whole personality online for the better and the contribution
The
of,
work.
for the work.
For the work, yeah.
But one, my peers didn't see me because, who takes a pretty girl who's funny seriously?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And which I don't understand because I would feel like I have more courage doing the things that I do than a lot of the people at the time, you know.
Well, you were very courageous as a presenter, I won't lie.
And that box is full. That box of the perfect looking girl in the weave presenting. They all
Very
do
full.
that.
And to each their own.
To each their own. There's nothing wrong with
Absolutely.
Yeah, fair
There's
enough.
nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then, you know, don't ridicule those who try something different.
Pushing the envelope.
Pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
And that made me say, step back, reflect, reboot, like realign, recharged, because this is just not going to be...
Are you in a better space now?
I'm in the greatest space of my life. I
You
feel
still
like I
gonna
take
act?
jobs that I only feel like make sense for me. I'm a mother and a wife first. I love to organize my home. I love to be at my
Yeah.
kids' stuff. I like to... And then if it works in my schedule to then go out and then do a job, then I do it. And my husband's also the type of person that appreciates me being a wife and a mom first, but encourages me. Like, you're so good with people and you give people a different experience.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Don't diminish that. Go, fly.
Oh, that's beautiful. So he's supportive.
He supports me through and through. I have to tell him, like, oh, okay.
So
Let me
he's
do it.
German, right?
German, all the way
Obviously-
through.
Yeah, obviously white.
Oh, absolute.
Are you one of those that have crossed over, married a white guy, and now are like, black men, hell no?
No, I've actually dated I hope my mom's not listening to me. I've dated, I've tasted it all. I have had
African delicacies,
African,
European delicacies.
Greek,
Yeah.
Lebanese,
Yeah.
Afrikaans, alles.
Good.
Rara.
Good.
But I don't know. My husband, for me, kind of made me start experiencing God differently.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we have conversations and I know I'm speaking to something higher than the physical that is my husband.
Sure. I love
And
that.
for me, that's when I went, okay, this is what it is. And it wasn't an immediate fell in love, head over heels, love of my life. Da, da, da. I've learned through being in this marriage specifically and where I am in my life right now is that love is actually a constant growing experience.
grew
It's
in
not
love.
an actual, oh, so yeah, I love you. Oh my God, you know, like fall into that fairy tale. And you have to go through conflict to gain that understanding, that perspective, and knowing that I can be with this person for the next 20 years because every day our love grows. It's not set in stone where we are right now.
I like that.
And I mean, sometimes I hate his living guts, but we got to get together and we got to stick it out.
19 minutes after 7, time for traffic with Soul. Amen. 28 minutes after 7, Denise Zimba.
Yes, ma'am.
That surname again of yours?
Schlichtig.
Schlichtig. Yeah,
I love it.
Schlichtig.
Schlichtig.
Yeah, it's very German.
Yes,
German,
I'm very German.
Schlichtig. There we go, Mrs. Schlichtig.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for waking up bright and early to join us and start your day at 9:59. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is music occupying a lot of your time now?
No. Relocating to Germany has been occupying me. Like, I
is it?
just recently moved permanently in July.
Yeah, to
Wow.
Germany?
Yeah, live in Munich
Richtig.
now. So I've been trying to adjust and settle my daughter in. And
Hold on, but you are in the country
because
for... Yes. We
How to
can't
Ruin
leave without-
Christmas
yes,
season
we can't
3.
leave without talking about that. Yeah.
exactly, premiering on the 9th of December.
You're on Netflix now.
Yes,
Baby
ma'am.
girl. Baby girl.
Thank you for what it did, it already done.
How to Ruin Christmas, season
Yeah,
3. I saw
season
the
3.
promos. They look amazing.
The baby shower.
Oof,
What
good
an
Lord.
amazing experience.
That's going to be dramatic.
It's hilarious. I
Yeah.
mean, love the production company, Burnt Onion.
Of course.
Love working with the team from Netflix and just like the actors on the show. I mean, it was a perfect project to come back into the industry with.
Beautiful. Well
Because
done.
they were loving and supportive and encouraging and, you know, pushing me to just kind of remind myself who I am, you know,
Gorgeous.
and what I contribute to the environment that is the industry. So,
I'm
yeah.
going to binge it with my mom, who absolutely loves you. I didn't know. She dropped me a text.
Tell her,
says,
say
"Please
hi.
tell
Mommy,
her."
hi.
Please tell her. Tell that woman, strong woman.
Thank
She
you.
digs you.
Thank you so much.
Blessings.
You
Godspeed.
too. Thank you guys for having me. It was so
welcome.
nice.
Thank you.
Worth waking up. You should have seen me. I woke up at 4 and then 4 and then
Snooze, snooze, snooze.
snooze, snooze.
And then it's, I've
and then
got to go.
5:45. And then I was like, very quick shower now.
Denise Zimba, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on How to Ruin Christmas Season 3 on Netflix. What a comeback.
Thank you.
Pew, 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 pew.
9th December, make sure you watch.